So, as you can tell, I'm in Manuel's pickup. It is almost 6 o'clock, and I haven't videoed anything today yet. But so this morning, Dad and Manuel got the grease or the disc fixed and greased, and then so the Manuel came. He started disking. Dad has been loading hay, and then I got up, and so I had issues with my truck last night. I got all that figured somewhat. And then Dad loaded hay. I've been helping him load hay. Between the two of us, we got like 170 bales sold, and they actually left the barn. So it's been pretty good for that. And then I went home and did a little bit of schoolwork. Then, as you can see right there in the center, Manuel's disc in there. And then right there, there's a few buzzards and eagles. So, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and take over for him now. And I have to see how late I go. Not entirely sure yet, but we'll see. So I've been going along here. I think I made 3 rounds, but just came out of the brush. Let it focus right there. I know it's a little shaky, but right somewhere right in there, there's a coyote. So we've been seeing a whole bunch, or at least I have. I've been seeing a whole bunch of coyotes out while I've been disking, which isn't uncommon, but it is uncommon to see this amount of coyotes. So let the mirror pass. There he is. And there he is. But anyways, I will finish this field up just to right there. From over there, it is right around 100, or right around 90 acres, maybe 91, 92. I got an hour and a half left in here, maybe closer to an hour. So then I'll do the end rows, the ditches, and then I gotta go fill up with diesel, as you can tell. I'll grease the disc, and then I'll hop back on the tractor and start going again. So today is Saturday. I will work maybe till talking. I don't have no problems, because last night I was going to run late and I had many problems. But if I don't have problems, I'll plan on running till maybe 2, 3, maybe somewhere in there, and then sleep till 8:15 or something, and then get up and go to church. But we will see what happens tonight. Well, so right there's the coyote. I got a beautiful sunset, but well, I can leave that on. But I'll tell you before. So got the grease gun right there. I'm gonna go ahead and grease the disc. I'm not finished. I just have a little bit left. But by the time I do the turn row, do the ditches, and get to the fuel wagon, it'll be dark. I don't really want to grease in the dark, so I'm gonna go ahead and grease now. I'll finish this field, and then I gotta go fill up with diesel, and then we'll hop in another 120 acre field. So, got the grease gun right there. You can see a little grease that I spilled, but almost every section. The only section that doesn't have, well, I'm sorry. So, the gang has 4 sections in the front, 4 sections in the back. So the 4 in the front each have 3 holders, like to support the weight. But then the back has 4 too, but the wings have 3. The center section has 2, 2, 3. Anyways, so I got all of them greased. I got the wheels greased. Everything is greased. It is 7:15, I think. 7:15 or 7:20. So I will get this finished up, get the field done, and then I'll go and fill the diesel up, and then the real work starts. Start going at night now. But it's a pretty evening out. I'll throw up a picture that I got of that coyote, the same one I saw earlier, with the sunset now. So if you're following along on Instagram or any of that, you would have seen it. This video is late though. So, and then I was gonna take a picture of the sunset since I'm out with the tractor. But yeah, so I'll hop back in there and we'll keep going. So, as you can tell, in a new field. So, little rundown. Got a nice sunset. So, this field, it's close to a square, but on one side of the square, it's kind of like windy. And so, I'm obviously on the flat end. So, because of that, set AB line. I have had the A set. I just set the B. Hit accept. Steering wheel on. Auto steer engaged. So, anyways, on the flat end, I got the AB line. That way I can hop over on that side. And then I can do those rows, because this side's a little bit rougher. And so I'm gonna go do that side first just because I want to. But, so the diesel wagon is right over there. And so way over there is where I came from just right before this from that other field. So I have to go this way regardless to go get diesel. So I might as well disc at least one pass going out there so I'm not wasting my time. 7:54, we are getting it done. And I'll go ahead and get it filled up with diesel. That right there, there's a coyote. So, we will see what happens. So, diesel wagon filling the tractor up there. We are getting it done. I am very much so glad I already greased, because now I don't have to do it in the dark. So, that's a good thing. Sky's still pretty, but it is winding down. Anyways, I'll get this filled up and start back going again. So, I have been going along here for a little while. It is 9:20, so I think it's about an hour since last time I picked the camera up. Maybe. I don't remember. Anyways, so where that little like curvy road was, all that's done. I am about 3 or 4 rounds on this side that's fully straight rows. So, it's working pretty good. I was going to show y'all. Maybe, if the phone will focus. Over there. Oh, man. It wants to be difficult. Anyways. Yeah, it wants to be difficult. Anyways, right there. Well, let me stop. Let's see. Let's see if it wants to focus. It does not, but you can see the flashing lights. So, anyways, I don't know if there's like a wreck over there or what's happening, but that's been going for about 20 minutes there. So something must have happened, whether it's an ambulance or 2 fire trucks. So, but it's 1 or 2 of those. Anyways, I'm gonna keep going here. See how late I can stay up. You never know. I'm going to church in the morning, as long as I don't break anything. We know how that goes around here. The last few days have not been good. Now, we've gotten a fair bit done, but for breaking stuff, it has not been good at all. At least my portion. Well, I have not gotten a lot done, but I was successful in what I did do. So it is 12:43, as you can see. One of my friends came and we went and hunted some coyotes around here, because as y'all saw, we've been seeing a whole bunch. So he came over and we saw a bunch, but we ran out of batteries on the drone and we ran out of bullets, and so the night kind of got short because we didn't realize there was this many. We saw about like a fifth, or I've seen about like a fifth of what there actually is, because we saw about 10 to 12. A little rough, but so yeah, there was way more than we thought, and so what we got to, there's a picture on my story on Instagram and Snapchat that if you follow you would have seen. But since we ran out of bullets and ran out of drone batteries, you kind of had to cut the night short. But we did that for about an hour and a half. And it is what it is, you know. He wanted to come, I kind of wanted to do it. And since we're doing all the disking, there's a bunch of them out, so it kind of worked out. So almost 1 o'clock here. I'm gonna at least go to 3, maybe 3:30, but I gotta think too, I do have to be up around 8:15 to go to church, so I'll just have to see what time I quit. Enough of me yapping. I'll pick you up unless something happens or I'm quitting for the night. So this last pass right here, so this is due north, parking grounds over there that I'm staying at. Anyways, so when I was headed south, I made my mind up. This is my last round. 3:03, but I gotta fill the tractor up with diesel because I don't think it'll have enough. I don't think it'll have enough to make it all day tomorrow. So I might as well fill it up. And then I gotta grease. And then I'll call it a night. So, but since I don't have enough diesel on it, I gotta fill that up. But I gotta grease because all that water getting the bearings. So I gotta make sure they're all good. And then that way I should be good for tomorrow. At least that's the hope. Anyways, I'll keep on going here. Get it back up to the parking ground. I'll probably pick the camera up either when I'm greasing or when I am filling up with diesel. So, getting the diesel all filled up. I will let that empty out, or fill it up, empty out of this tank and put it into the tractor tank. Sorry. And then I'll start greasing. So, just got done greasing. See it a little bit, but there's a grease gun. The bugs have been bothering me very, very bad. Anyways, this is gonna wrap it up for the night. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in tomorrow's video.